Alrighty, good morning. It is January 9th. I was recording a full day of eating video 4 days ago, and my phone broke, and I just now got a new phone. So that's why there's been a little bit of delay in YouTube, but we're back to it, filming a full day of eating, and I'll get back to you for my meal one. Technically, if I'm doing a full day of eating, I should record everything I eat. So this is my cardio slash what do you want to call it? Step drink. It's just like half a liter of water and electrolytes. I'm about to walk into the cardio room right now. But yeah, I just sip on this while I'm getting my steps in, and helps me hydrate a little bit. Oh my God, excuse me. First thing in the AM. Wow, it is dark in here. The lights turn on? By the way, it's like 6:30 a.m. Still technically winter break, so no one's here. Okay, there the lights are. Still technically winter break, so no one's here. So I get the whole apartment gym to myself. And I never use any weights or anything here. I'm only here for the cardio. But very convenient that I can just come here and get up straight out of bed and just hop on the good old elliptical here. So that makes my life super easy. But yeah, gonna run that, and then I'll get back to you for my first meal, for real this time. All right, what's up, y'all? My cream of rice is heating up right now in the microwave. I make that first, and then for my meal one, after my cream of rice is done, I kind of let it sit down for a few minutes, just kind of set and cool, and then I make my eggs. So I have like this kind of autistic order for how I make my food, just because, again, I'm a very routine person, and I just like to do the same things every day. So cream of rice is heating up. I still kind of sipping on my little electrolyte drink. Still sipping on that. But once everything is all prepared, I'll show it to you, and then I'll also give you the macro calorie count, if that sounds good. Okay, meal one in front of me. I'm gonna put this down because it's gonna burn my hand. Bowl of eggs. So I've got 6 ounces of egg whites in here, 2 whole eggs, and then I have a little bit of sauerkraut. That's not my plan, but I sprinkle it on top. I'm trying to add a little bit of probiotics, help the gut out a little bit, and then got some hot sauce on top, which is also like 0 calories. Same thing with the sauerkraut. It's like 5 maybe per serving, so not going too off the rails. And then bowl of cream of rice. Use code AIDEN for FLAVORGANG. Best cream of rice in the game. Frozen blueberries on top. Some peanut butter that I spread around. 16 grams, 50 grams for the blueberries, 16 grams for the peanut butter, and then 100 grams of cream of rice total. And I'll put a little picture or something in either corner for the macros for this meal and the calories, because I don't know it off the top of my head. I just know the amounts for each of my meals. But I'm gonna slam that, and then right after I finish eating this, I prepare another bowl of cream of rice for meal 2. That's gonna be my pre-workout meal. And then I let that sit in the fridge for about like an hour and a half, 2 hours, because I like to eat that meal cold. This one is still kind of hot, so it kind of gives that like, you know, like more breakfasty feel, like hot oats or grits or something. So I enjoy it like this, having only sat in the fridge for like 5-10 minutes, but this is my preferred way of eating it. And I think it's pretty important, especially when you're eating a ton of food and you're not always gonna be hungry, to make your food as enjoyable as possible. So I've got best cream of rice, my favorite nut butter, which is Jif peanut butter. If you don't like Jif, there's something wrong with you. And also, I just love my foods that I eat. So I'm excited to show you my meal 2 in about 2 hours. Okay, pre-workout meal about to go down. I've got in this bowl 122 grams of cream of rice, 50 grams of frozen raspberries, a little bit of variety for fruit, and 40 grams of whey drip. Specifically, AXEANDSLEDGE farm-fed Moose Mug Mayhem, which is like a nutmeg flavor, and it's fucking delicious. And I'm really hungry right now, so I'm about to inhale this, and I'll get back to you for my post-workout meal, my meal 3, in about 3 hours from now. Not like the time matters, but I need to stop yapping. I'm really hungry. I need to eat this food. What's up, y'all? I just got back from the gym and I'm about to make my meal 3, which is chicken, rice, and some fajita vegetables, just pepper and onion. So pretty simple meal. I'm already having my pan get preheated here and just gotta toss the veggies and chicken into the pan, heat up the rice in the microwave. I use minute rice. It's just, I don't have like a rice cooker or anything. Minute rice just makes sense for me. It's easy. It only takes 6 minutes. Just water, rice, pop it in here. It's good to go. So that's my method, but yeah, just gonna throw it in the stove and then get cooking. I need to turn the pan down. It's already kind of starting to smoke, but weigh out 50 grams of frozen veggies. That's almost 50. 51, 49, fuck, 49.8. That's close enough. Throw that into the pan. Nice. And then let me get the rice out. 122 grams of white rice. And then for that much rice, you've got to use about 1.25 cups of water. And that does the trick. Pop that in there for 6 minutes. Easy. All right, last step. Get the prepped chicken out. If y'all aren't prepping your food, then that's why you're small. Anyways, 5 ounces of chicken. I like to kind of just like break it up into little pieces. One that helps it cook faster and more evenly. And also, I don't like to eat big ass chunks of chicken in my bowl. So this is the method. Takes a little bit more time, but the rice is cooking anyways, so I have to wait for that. Doesn't change anything. But there we go. I tried air frying my chicken the other day instead of using the pan to cook it. Came out so dry. I'm never doing that again. I might as well just throw away my air fryer. I'm never using that shit. So pan is the ultimate method. I could also just microwave it, but again, I'm just very particular about prepping my food a certain way. So this is the most enjoyable for me, and it comes out pretty good usually. Perfect. 5 ounces of chicken taken away. I need that one little device that you see on those infomercials, the one where you just like chop the chicken, like the shredder thing. You know that you'd see on those shopping channels on TV. I don't even know if those are still around. I guess those kind of still exist through TikTok, but you know, the traditional chopping machine. I forget who was the guy that always advertised those kinds of things. Chicken's all good. Just got to move that around a little bit. Oh, and also got to season it a little bit. I've got my salt-free Dash onion and herb. I have a ton of Dash seasonings that I use. Helps with the variety, you know, keep things fresh. Some black pepper, you know, gives you some aromatics. Makes me want to crave the meals more. And then some chicken grilling blend. Also put that on top. You don't want to overdo it with the seasonings though, because then, one, you don't even taste everything, so it's just kind of like a waste. But two, depending on how much onion or garlic you use, it can mess with your digestion. So I try not to use too much. Just enough where I can like get the aromatics and the smell, and then I can like be like, okay, I'm about to crush this food. But a little bit of seasoning goes a long way. So I'm gonna let this keep cooking, and then I'll show you the finished product. I completely forgot to mention my intra-workout nutrition. So as intra-workout, I have 500 milliliters, or I guess half a liter of coconut water for carbs, and then 15 grams of EAAs. And then post-workout, as I'm driving back home, I use 30 grams of a carb powder. I just use dextrose.
I don't have any problems with it. Some people do, but dextrose works for me. And then I use 20 grams of protein powder. They're technically only supposed to be 10 grams, but I use 20 just because it helps get a little bit more flavor. Otherwise, it kind of just tastes like nothing, like a tiny bit of sweetness. And then to sub out the 10 grams of protein powder, I take out an ounce of chicken from this meal. So I'm letting that cool, and then I'm gonna show you. Okay, I have to be careful how I hold this because it's really hot, but here's the finished product. Got 5 ounces of cooked chicken, 122 grams of raw rice, and 50 grams of frozen veggies. And then I've got some FLAVORGANG sauce on top of that. Nerdy Sanchez, again, code Aiden. If you want to be put on some game, but about to take this down. Again, I love all of my meals, so this is about to go down in 2 seconds. I still use a baby spoon because otherwise I just eat my food too fast. So I use this little teaspoon here. Helps me chew it slower, just be more mindful of the food that I'm eating. So yeah, I'm gonna take this down and I'll be back with meal 4. That's gonna look pretty similar. Meal number 4. I'm holding in a towel so I don't burn my hands because this whole bowl is really hot. But this meal actually got changed today along with my entire meal plan. So this whole video that I've been shooting the whole day is now kind of void. Not super void, the calories are the same, but the distribution has been changed because we're trying to help my digestion a little bit. So we've actually removed some of the beef that was supposed to be in this meal. So instead of 8 ounces weighed out raw, it's now 7 ounces. And we added in a little bit of extra veggies. So there are 75 grams of frozen zucchini, 7 ounces of beef weighed out raw, and then the normal 122 grams of rice. So all my other meals also got changed up a little bit to kind of reduce protein down and up my vegetable/fruit intake. So some meals now have extra berries. You'll see that in meal 5. Some meals have extra vegetables. So yeah, changed up a little bit. Hopefully this will help my digestion and help me eat a little bit better so I don't feel so bloated. But yeah, I'm gonna smack this down and then we'll get to meal 5, which I guess is like the most fun meal. Also, I was gonna mention, I posted a TikTok about how people are not eating enough vegetables. And there are genuine comments in that TikTok video of people saying how it is bad to eat vegetables. I want to make it very clear. It is not a bad thing to eat vegetables. I don't know how that even came up or what community on TikTok found my video where they believe that eating fruits and vegetables is bad for you. Plain and simple, it is not. It is actually really beneficial for a wide variety of reasons, for fiber, for nutrients, general satiety, just overall a good thing to have. I didn't think we'd have to argue about this in 2026 now, that vegetables are good for you, but here we are. So that's awesome. That's awesome. Anyways, yap session over. I'm gonna eat this and then we'll come back in about 3 hours for meal number 5. Okay, meal 5, final meal. I've got my pint of Ninja Creamy right here, refrigerated cream of rice. And then once this creamy is prepared, I'm gonna just throw it on top. And then I also, now with the new meal plan, I have 100 grams of frozen berries. So gonna throw and whip all this together and then I'll show you the finished product. Life hack. If your creamy, if you have one, but you should have one, everyone should have one. If your creamy comes out super icy like this, all you gotta do is use a knife and scrape off the ice on the sides and also get to the bottom and then just chuck it on respin and then it comes out perfect. So I'm gonna do that and then, yeah. Final meal, huge ass bowl. Inside it's got my Ninja Creamy, got 100 grams of frozen blueberries. At the bottom is 80 grams of cream of rice. And then below the Ninja Creamy, in between the creamy and the cream of rice, there's like 4 grams of nut butter. So using the cream of rice, or not cream of rice, using the creamy, I use 400 milliliters almond milk. In my plan, it's written out as 12 grams of nut butter, so I just made like a substitution for just some fats using the almond milk, just so the creamy comes out a little bit better. But yeah, this is the final meal, and that concludes the full day of eating. I'm gonna put the total for the whole day somewhere on the screen, but yeah, that was pretty much it. I think it's gonna come out to around like 3,500-ish calories. I don't know if that's including or not including the intra workout, but I'm gonna count that too towards the total. So yeah, and this is what I eat pretty much every day. So make your meals good, and bulking is easy. So all right, I'm gonna eat this and then go back to watch my movie with my girlfriend. All right, good night.